Greetings, sagacious seekers of enlightenment. Let's delve into a journey that transcends mere temporary fixes, an odyssey towards the very root of our deepest issues. We're not discussing mere symptom management today. We're focusing on transformational healing through psychedelics, a practice as ancient as human history. Prepare to unravel the secrets behind these powerful substances, where the profound implications may forever alter our perspective on mental health, consciousness, and the human experience. Embarking upon this voyage, it's key to recognize the lineage of psychedelic use that dances through the tapestry of time. From the banks of the Nile to the temples of Central America, the thread of visionary plants and fungi weaves itself into the fabric of our ancestors' existence. It suggests a symbiosis that perhaps even propelled our species' evolution, with psilocybin mushrooms speculated to be an accelerant to the growth of our cerebral capacity. These ancient rituals, once so intertwined with the rhythms of the earth, have faced the winter tide of Western medicine. But as we forge into this present year, the ice of ignorance is melting, revealing the powerful potential of psychedelics like psilocybin cubensis, once dismissed as mere festival frivolities, which now show promise in curing the plagues of depression, anxiety, and addiction, to name a few. In the 1960s, these substances were rebranded as counterculture, classified as dangerous, and their therapeutic value was buried under legal condemnation. Yet, shifting tides are upon us. Scientific exploration is courageously breaching the barricades built by decades of stigma. The chasm between spirituality and science is narrowing, with research illuminating the profound efficacy of psychedelics. They seem to unlock the capacity within to heal, to transform one's perspective, and view problems through a revelatory lens, ushering in healing and liberation. But let's not forget, our healthcare landscape is a battlefield of industry giants. Pharmaceuticals construct a fortress of profit, bolstering their dominion with ongoing consumer reliance. Psychedelics don't cater to this model. Their power lies in their potential to grant long-standing relief after a singular experience, a phenomenon that doesn't align with the fiscal ambitions of medicine's titanic institutions. As we confront the constraints of conventional treatments, the exploration of alternate states of consciousness beckons. Albert Einstein said, "No problem can be solved from the same level of consciousness that created it." Isn't it time to elevate our consciousness, to diagnose and heal ourselves? We stand on the frontier of comprehending the tools that may help us navigate and repair our inner and outer worlds. Venture forth with me into the deep, multifaceted realm of psilocybin mushrooms. How do we harness their power safely? What wisdom do they offer? Could they be the key our species has been searching for? While their history is rife with controversy, the possibilities they present may hold the answers to the enigmas of our existence. These silent teachers from the stars, with their otherworldly guidance, have always beckoned to humanity. They seem to whisper secrets of connection, cosmic origins, and enlightenment. And now, in basements and remote sanctuaries, the mediators of these experiences cultivate their medicines, often outside the glare of public scrutiny, using ancient wisdom to foster deep healing and self-discovery. Microdosing has entered the mainstream as a subtler method for harnessing the healing potential. The curious minds of Silicon Valley, engineers, creators, and professionals have turned to microdosing to unlock problem-solving abilities and break free from the constraints of conventional thought. It's a trend suggesting that psychedelics aren't just for the spiritually inclined, but can enhance every facet of human capability. As we gaze upon the landscape of mental health and personal growth, we confront a pivotal question: how do we integrate these ancient tools into our modern existence? It's a delicate balance of navigating legality, safety, and societal acceptance. In truth, the advent of psilocybin research and its application within clinical settings could very well be a tipping point, a renaissance, a return to the sacred practices of times past. And remember, the greatest transformation often emerges from the depths of our most challenging experiences. Perhaps the discomfort some of us may face with psychedelics is a crucible from which we can emerge renewed. Could it be that our most profound healing lies beyond the edge of our comfort zones? It's worth contemplating. As you explore these insights, ponder the question: what profound changes are you ready to welcome into your life? For those captivated by today's insights, remember that knowledge is a journey, not merely a destination. If this exploration has enriched your understanding, consider expressing your appreciation with a tip proportionate to the value received. Before you embark on your next mental expedition, take a moment to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell. Unlock the benefits of wisdom, insight, and courage in the uncharted territories of your mind, and elevate your experience of this world and beyond. Thank you for delving into the depths with me, fellow voyagers. Until our paths cross again on this digital domain, May your quest for knowledge be as boundless as the universe itself. Imagine, if you will, the untapped brilliance hidden in the everyday person, that dormant genius within us that, for one reason or another, remains unused. Throughout our lives, we encounter those who, despite a wealth of potential, seem to stumble at the gates of success. They're armed with intellect and opportunity, yet they flounder under the weight of their own unfulfilled potential. What's the missing link between inherent talent and remarkable achievement? Welcome. Today, we embark on an expedition to unearth the secret to unlocking that dormant genius. Let's say you've encountered folks who, back in their high school days, were academically sharp but surprisingly ended up with dismal report cards and habitual truancy. They might have casually brushed off their lackluster performance with a shrug, claiming intelligence but a lack of motivation to harness it. Does this behavior not resemble someone hoarding a treasure trove of cash, only to let it languish uselessly under their mattress? This negligence is essentially a tale of what we might call excuse-itis, a term reflected by David Schwartz in his seminal work, The Magic of Thinking Big. According to Schwartz, it is staggeringly common for people to construct narratives to justify why they aren't advancing, why the extra mile is uncharted territory for them. I'm too old for the digital age, or I'm too young to land a worthwhile job. The list of alibis is seemingly endless, but the essence is as toxic as it is defeating. The harsh reality is this: most people deflect responsibility. They declare themselves prisoners of circumstance. But history is littered with tales of individuals defying barriers, people like Mark Zuckerberg, who laid the groundwork for Facebook in his early 20s, and Ray Kroc, who reinvented fast food with McDonald's in his 50s, despite arthritis and diabetes. These narratives obliterate the grounds for our excuses. Yet, the journey toward realizing your potential begins by firmly believing success is within your reach. Reflect back to those moments standing at the threshold of adulthood. How many among us were content with modest aspirations, comforted by the hope of securing just a decent job? What held us back from yearning for a lavish lifestyle or envisioning the world as our oyster? Here's where our mindset needs a paradigm shift. Consider the act of courting a date or striving for a job. If you don't view yourself as the prime candidate, why would anyone else? Self-belief is not arrogance. It's recognizing your strengths and nurturing them to blossom. Schwartz advocates a unique philosophy. Our thoughts give rise to our reality. If you imbue your thought processes with conviction, you enable great feats like affording that dream car you've always coveted. Dismiss the notion, and your mind will only manufacture reasons why such dreams remain unrealized. Here, we find the roots of excuse-itis. Let's pivot to another concept. The words we use and the thoughts we entertain are influential. For instance, incessant worrying about correctly pronouncing a word during a speech often ensures the blunder we desperately sought to avoid. Similarly, fixating on negative gossip sows the seeds for a flawed perception of a person's character. It's a compelling reminder: where thoughts lead, behavior follows. Here's a golden nugget: action is the antidote to fear. Naval cadets, faced with the daunting prospect of high dives and open waters, see fear evaporate once they plunge from the board. Procrastination and worry amplify fear, but taking the leap, quite literally, eradicates it. Your next challenge, whether an examination or a social encounter, mandates action. Tackle it with preparation, expose yourself to communication, engage in self-defense or physical fitness. Overcome fear with decisive, brave steps forward. Our final revelation delves into the power of transforming defeat into triumph. Adopt the philosophy that each endeavor results in victory or learning. To cease learning is to ensure failure. To extract lessons from setbacks is the cornerstone of personal growth, and it propels you to unforeseen heights of success. Before we wrap up, I have a proposition for you. Subscribe to this channel, like this piece, hit the notification bell, and witness firsthand the transformative power of this content. By engaging with these insights, you stand to reap the rewards outlined today. Now is the time to ask yourself, what action will you implement from today's exploration of potential? As we draw this to a close, bear in mind that the pathway to success is not a secret, but a series of conscious choices. Your commitment to personal growth, your willingness to face fears, your resolve to dispense with excuses, all these forge the keys to unlocking your dormant genius. If this message resonates with you, if you find value in these words, consider expressing your appreciation. The choice to contribute is yours, and the link awaits in the description. Your support fuels this journey of shared wisdom and cultivates a community dedicated to mastery and success.